Pisces, hello, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your April shift reading. So we are looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like for you this month. So before we get to the Spolia Tarot and pull cards for you, the image I'm seeing as I'm meditating on your energy, well, I saw two images. First, I saw this image of the Ice Age. I saw like the big freeze. Everything being frozen, buried under snow. And then I saw your eye open and bloodshot. I know it might be a little gruesome, but I saw this open eye, bloodshot. And I felt like you were seeing things you don't necessarily want to see. But that you were being, it was like your eye was dry because it was being forced open, and you're just like, you're being forced to look at something or look at things or see things that you don't necessarily want to see. Or at least you were feeling that way. And then I like sort of fell into your pupil and was like tumbling through pupils. So it was sort of like that leads you down this rabbit hole. It was like a rabbit hole that I felt I was going into through the eye. Interesting. Let's go to cards. Pisces. Let's see what all this is about. First, we're going to ask, what is the shape that Pisces is shifting out of in the month of April 2020? Please show us clearly. Shifting out of this energy of strength and the Seven of Wands. I'm not going to interpret that until I have more cards. What is the shape that Pisces is shifting into in the month of April? Okay, two more cards here. Oh, hold on. Okay. The shape you are shifting into, Pisces, this is so intense. The Five of Coins and Death energy. Interesting that this Five of Coins is going like this. And I felt that energy of the big freeze, things being frozen over, being halted. And look, the eyes are covered by the coins, which is often a sort of death-like symbol. And we have death energy here, which could easily be connected to the freeze. And then we have the eyes, which I saw the eye. There's something, I mean, what we're looking at is a pretty massive process of transformation. Look at all these snakes writhing around in the grass. Pretty big process of transformation that you are shifting into, Pisces. I need more cards. We're going to look at what this shape shift looks and feels like for you, and then I'm going to tell you what I think. What does the shape shift look and feel like for Pisces in April? Yeah. Why am I getting that? Just like everything is up in the air. There's a big ending here, and it's like, I think you're really hoping it doesn't happen right now. Yeah, Ten of Wands. I think it is happening. at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this energy is really heavy. I think you're moving from everything, from toggling back and forth between peaceful times. I'm seeing the Strength card as like peaceful times. You know, it's like the lion lying down with the lamb kind of energy. This like peaceful, gentle energy that is, it's a bit easy to be strong inside of that energy because it feels really good. This is really specific to you, not necessarily to the meaning of the card, traditionally. Toggling back and forth between that kind of energy and then this like combative energy of the Seven of Wands, where this person's having to fight through a bunch of opposition, things coming at them, and they're having to fight. There's this like major fighting energy. So it's like going back and forth. Maybe you're in some sort of relationship. I'm saying that because the Two of Cups is here. That is like hot, cold, or keeps going back and forth between like peaceful times and then really combative fighting times. Peaceful fighting, and it's like shifting out of this dynamic of back and forth. Or it's like, I'm almost seeing like Jekyll and Hyde kind of a situation, because it's like, first this person's like really gentle and like Mother Mary kind of thing, and then it's like, rah, having to fight and move forward, and it's like this, and we even see that within this card, the duality of like the beast versus the saint, the gentle nurturer. It's like shifting back and forth between that energy. Either you're shifting back and forth between that energy, or a relationship dynamic you're in is like shifting between that energy, or someone in your life. And I gotta say, I think like this, whatever this is, the Two of Cups, this relationship, I'm being drawn to this relationship. None of these, it's funny. This is all about the images. It's really not about the traditional interpretations. It's like y'all are really different people. I'm not seeing connection happening here. And it's like, again, sort of switching back and forth between hot and cold. And then it's like the big freeze with the Hanged One energy. Maybe the movements of this pandemic is bringing up a suspension to this relationship at this time. The Hanged One it's Pisces energy, by the way. It talks about being in limbo. It talks about being upside down, hanging upside down, pausing, hanging in the balance. This relationship seems to be hanging in the balance of everything that's going on right now. And then it's like the shape you're shifting into is, I think it's like threatening to end. With the Death card, it's showing transformation through an ending. And it's like, I keep seeing this as, it's like one person wanting to halt this relationship and then the other person like pleading, like, no, please, please don't, please don't, please don't. And it's like, listen, there's snakes in the grass. This just isn't working. This back and forth is too much. And one person is like, you know, this larger thing is happening. I think we just need to freeze this. And somebody else is like, please don't, please don't, please don't. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. And listen, so a couple readings back, if you haven't watched it already, I did a global pandemic collective reading. And in the Pisces pull, the Pisces section of that reading, the guide that came out from the Mary L Tarot for you is the Tower. You know, it's this massive lightning striking this thing that you have built, this like the infrastructure, the very fabric of your reality seems to be burning, seems to be absolutely on fire. And that's kind of how I'm feeling this energy of just like, please don't end this while everything is such a mess, while everything is crumbling. But, you know, for the Pisces I'm picking up on, it seems to be that there is a relationship hanging in the balance. Perhaps a relationship that hasn't been super stable, because the Tower card talks about lightning striking a tower in order to burn it down to its foundation so that it can be rebuilt on stable ground, on with firmer materials. You know, it's like maybe this thing is crumbling, is shifting at this moment. This part of your world is being shaken up because it wasn't built on firm land. And so there's this relationship is hanging in the balance, and there's a threat that it might end unless y'all can rebuild from the ground up, which is interesting that we've got the grass here, down at the grass level. That's where we get down to the bare bones of things here with the 5 of coins. And you start to understand the resources that are really valuable and really important to you. Okay. So I'm going to now get you a card from the Botanical Tarot. These are flowers and plants. So I've been, speaking of the tower, I've been seeing this as like, once the tower crumbles, which is this larger collective pandemic energy that we're all under, the tower crumbling. But we're in the springtime where there's all this new growth and everything's trying to sprout and grow up. So I'm wondering what new growth is sprouting up through the wreckage, through the rubble for you, Pisces, in April. Okay, so let's ask this beautiful Botanical Tarot deck. What is sprouting up through the wreckage for Pisces in April? Okay, one more time, and I'm just gonna pick one. Whoa. Okay, we got 3 cards. The World, which talks about larger cycles of endings and new beginnings, which would go right along with the death energy. It's like the death energy coming and bringing transformation through a massive collective ending, which is also speaking to you specifically, Pisces, about like this ending might be a gift, might be ending a larger cycle for you that helps you begin anew. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, actually. You beginning anew. The sunflower is the sun energy, and this is the Magician. The Magician has all the tools at their disposal to create the life they want. And the sun energy is all about what makes you happy. Full illumination, seeing things clearly. Seeing clearly what is right for your greatest good and highest joy. And the Magician is then empowered to realize they have all the tools at their disposal to make that happen. But it seems only through this ending can you actually see that. And it feels to me, the energy feels to me like this is a painful, potentially a painful point. Navigating this process. Okay. Pisces, I'm going to take this into an extended reading now where we are going to use other decks to get deeper clarity on what exactly all of this means. I want to clarify this dynamic that you are shifting out of. I want to clarify what exactly is this relationship that's hanging in the balance. What further clarity can we get there? And then what is the potential ending that is showing up here? What is this energy trying to communicate to you? So if you'd like to view that extended, stick around. At the end of this reading, there will be a preview for you to see if it's continuing to resonate with you. And if it is, click the link in the description box below and that will take you over to Patreon. Patreon is a community online that I've created for folks who are interested in diving deeper into my work. If that sounds like you, click the link, head over to Patreon. Please read the full description once you get over there so you know how Patreon works, and then you'll be able to view the extended reading for April over there. All right, Pisces, so maybe I'll see you over there in the second half of this reading, but regardless, thanks so much for tuning in. Please note that I am offering 10% off of all personal readings at this time. People are needing personal guidance in this time of crisis, so I'm happy to work with you on payment plans if you are experiencing an income freeze, or again, take advantage of that 10% off discount that I am offering to everyone at this time. You can head over to unseenhandshealing.com to learn more. All right, Pisces, take extra care as you navigate the difficult changes that we are all experiencing in the ways that they are affecting your personal life. Take care. Making magic out of the resources that you have available to you. So memory lane is speaking to me of like this process of self-reflection and going back through your own trash kind of a thing. It's like, this seems to be the advice for you this month, Pisces, is like, regardless of what happens with this relationship, while it is hanging in the balance and y'all are maybe going to your separate corners after some explosive energy and you have some time to think and reflect, go, like, it's kind of like dig back through the trash of your past, dig back through the garbage that you thought you took out. Go back out to those dumpsters and reopen those trash bags. I know it's stinky and I know it's a nasty process, but that walk down memory lane might help you find a resource you need to glue this back together, or to glue yourself back together moving forward.